They're comparing everyone to you. No one compares. Chose someone else, okay? Yeah, really comparing that person they chose, but not just them. Someone went out of their way to choose someone else, even though you were the obvious choice, even though they didn't actually want to choose someone else. They just couldn't get you to submit. Someone couldn't control you, so they chose someone else, but now they realize no one else compares. Wow. Yeah, they try to control you. Out of reach and afraid to contact you. You're out of reach. You're no one's second choice. They know that. And they also know that you're onto it, that they tried to make you a second choice. And that now they're suffering for it. Seriously, comparing everyone to you. Something about this person they chose reminds them of you, and not in good ways. Or like it's like the opposite of you in some... Okay, look, red flags everywhere. Also, red flags is what they're seeing. In this person they chose, they are seeing massive red flags, massive difficulties, like someone who makes their life hard in ways they didn't expect. Narcissist vibes, you can do better. Massive mistakes here. Massively wishing they could go back in time and do something different. You can do better. You always could. You were protected from so much. You saw so much. You were completely protected, seriously. If you only knew how much. Not the one came out, okay? That says a lot. This person was not the one. Let's go to the What's the Vibe Oracle deck. What else do you need to know here? There's something you're so good at. Like, it's, one or two things in particular that they're really focused on. You make them wonder if they'll ever find anyone like you again. They feel like they got really lucky with you at first. Feminine energy came out. This is the What's the Vibe Oracle deck. Possibilities. Chaos. Boundaries. Recharge. Toxic. Somebody coming out of a toxic situation. This is interesting. This feminine energy card came out. Gentleness, nurturing, mothering. This is what they miss in you, and it might not be literal. It might not be really about anything that you're doing that's feminine, because you might be like, I'm a man. Doesn't matter. And it also might not be about stereotype, like the stereotypical mother role or nurturing role. It's just there's something you did for them. You bring a different energy that they don't have anymore. They're not around your energy anymore. The energy they're around now is just very different. They don't like that. Possibilities. You made them realize they had possibilities. Now they feel it's chaos. Now they feel their whole life is chaos. They feel like there are no possibilities left. Boundaries they didn't respect. The person they're with isn't respecting their boundaries. Like they're getting a taste of what they've put other people through. They are. Recharge and toxic. Okay, while this person's going through a toxic thing, you are recharging. This is what I mean about you being protected. Just remember, every second of your life that you spend taking care of yourself, this person, that's a second this person's not spending. This person is taking care of this other person. Like the person they chose, very narcissistic, doesn't really let them have a moment of peace. Very sad, really. I'm just going to say they're not happy. There's a lot of... Okay, look, We Must Move On came out. That's what they wish they could do. You could always do better, though. Gosh, this person's thinking about you. Thinking about you a lot, wishing that you could move on, but it's too late. I mean, you can't just go back in time like that. What else would they say to you? I've never felt like this before. Reflecting on all the things this person doesn't have. It's like a switch was flipped. It's like they went from only seeing your flaws and ignoring this person's flaws to the opposite. Vice versa. To now only seeing the good things about you and not seeing anything good about this person. They just see flaws. And they feel like they were tricked, to put it lightly. Definitely feel tricked. Manipulated. Spill tea oracle deck. They feel like this person's helpless without them. This person has done that, though. That's what they've done. That's how they do people. Friendship test. That goes back to what I was just saying, like friendship tested for loyalty. This person's always getting tested for loyalty, or just tested in general. They feel completely tested on every level. They feel like, oh, it's just bad. Okay, it's really bad. The person they chose is testing them to see what they'll put up with. They are being tested. Receiving karma for what they've done to people, like I said. I'm just getting a lot of chaos from this, like just a big tornado of chaos, like 2 tornadoes of chaos. Tornado of chaos. You are a deep thinker. See, they want your mind. Somebody wants you to think about them. They miss the times when you thought about them, and they wonder if you don't anymore. If it's not that, like I said, it's just something that they thought they were going to get from this person, but it turns out this person is not that way at all. Like, this person is a complete dud. A dud. This person is like that 1 in a million chance of everything going wrong. I'm sorry to say that. I don't know how to explain it. It's like you take a chance on something, you know, thinking it's going to work out, because most of the time it does, but it doesn't in this situation. It's like just a bad return on investment. I don't know what else to say. You know what I just got reminded of? I've worked with a lot of people from Europe, or just from outside the United States. Well, this one guy said that in Europe, if you buy a bad car, like just doesn't run, like there's something wrong with the engine, they call it a Monday car. He could have been lying to me. But he said cars built on Monday or Friday, or like especially Monday, they tend to have defects. He said that there you can just trade it in, because they understand. They're like, okay, that happens sometimes, just defective cars, because the workers weren't paying attention. Normally reputable car brands that you're like, oh, they sell excellent cars, and you get the one that's a lemon. You know, here in the United States, lemon laws, like stuff like that. But I know our laws are different. I don't know about the Monday car. He could have been lying, like I said. But it's like that. It's like there's a slight chance that that brand of car is going to be terrible and not going to run, and you're going to get the worst of it. And it's like, that's what happened. It's like all the stars lined up in a bad way, but it didn't seem that way at first. It was counterfeit. It was fake. Your life has just begun. This is about you walking away from this unscathed and not worrying about this person's problems. Stay on your island over there. Like, I'm getting somebody who's like on an island over here, and like, just stay away from them. You don't even need to associate. The island thing, like, it's like I'm getting people on different islands away from each other. Why should you be concerned? You know, because I'm getting this was a very heartbreaking situation for some of you, and I just want you to know it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. Remind yourself of what this person's going through. Like, when you think about how bad their choice was, remind yourself, you could be them. You could be going through what they're going through, and it's bad. And also, they're losing you. Like, they feel terrible for losing you. It's a devastating blow, even though it was what they did to themselves, even though it's the consequences of their actions. You have no fear of anything like this happening again. Look, don't let your fear draw in more fear. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It really is. You can make things happen just by being afraid. And I'm getting that, like, somebody who has been hurt so many times in relationships that the next one, they're so insecure that they make the person suffer for it. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Also, have no fear of whatever, getting drawn into this drama, of falling for this again. You're smarter now. You've learned. You've been protected. You've been protected, and you've learned some massive lessons from this. Ask your spirit what they are. But yeah, I'm really sorry if this is a situation where when you think about it once in a while, you're devastated, because really, that devastation is going to stop. Time does heal all wounds, and you're going to look back on this and be so grateful that you didn't end up with this person. They didn't deserve to hurt you like this, no. You didn't deserve what they put you through. But you also don't deserve to go on and let this hurt your chances of other friendships or relationships, okay? You have no fear. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.